Hello. All right, so we're going to just do some dynamic sort of warm up. It's kind of a stretch, kind of warm up. Just a few minutes of some basic stuff that I go through a lot of my classes when I teach like Taiji and things like that. So it's not going to be super hard, and there are always ways to kind of uh, not fudge it, but do it in such a way where it's a little bit easier, and then work up and get things to be a little bit more. I'm going to call this dynamic warm up or stretching, a little bit more dynamic. You can start small and work into it a little bit more, but just something to get up, get moving, get some blood flowing, everything else like that. Not necessarily specific, like Taiji or Qigong sort of stuff. Some of the motions are from either some Qigong or the Chansu Gong, silk reeling work. And some of them are just kind of plain normal sort of warm-up-y, stretchy stuff. Okay, so we're going to start. Can't really use my headset for this because I don't have the length for it. So I'm going to feet about shoulder width apart, lift up the heel, and just make circles with the heel. Just making circles like you got a pencil on your heel and you're making a circle with it. And we're going to reverse, go the other way. Nice good root on the plant leg. And we're going to switch, do the other side. So lift the heel and make circles. And reverse. Might hear some pops or cracks or anything, that's fine. Good, so we're going to do pretty much the same thing, except with the first leg, step back slightly, and we want to make more of the circles with the hip. So the leg's still going to circle out, but it's the hip that's going to move more than the heel. Get the hip to warm it. And reverse. Good, and switch. So bring that foot up, step the other foot back, circle the hip. Try and get just the one. You're not like whole hula hoop, just the one. And reverse. Good. So bring the feet together. Bring the knees together. Bend the knees, hands on the knees. Make circles with the knees. You don't want to come up and down with it. Just stay low. And reverse. Good. So what we can do here, again, these are going to be best able. They don't have to be super crazy with stuff. Lift the knee, pull in. So if you can only kind of do this, that's fine. If you can bring it up a little further, better. If you can bring it up and actually pull in closer to the chest, better still. But it's not meant to hurt. It's just meant to kind of stretch, kind of warm up, get blood moving, and it's good for you. So we're not going to get into like high knees or butt kicks or anything crazy like that. So this next one, we're going to make a crescent knee is what I call it. So we're going to take the knee, bring it in, make a circle, come outside with it. So we're going to draw a circle, but with the knee. So lift the knee, make circle out. Lift the knee, make circle out. Up and over, up and over. So as you can see, I'm kind of coming across my body and circling out. Moving. So my whole body isn't doing this crazy thing. I'm rotating in with the hip, in and out. So I'm stretching it and opening as well. We're going to do one more each side. Good. So, next one, take one leg out. So you're going to have one knee forward and bent, the other leg nice and straight, heel out. I usually have my hands on the hips for this. You can put it on the dantian or even up here if you like. I like keeping everything kind of low. So I'm going to push my weight forward and push back. Hips square. I'm not turning or twisting. Everything up here, hips up, straight. Pushing forward, pushing back. Pushing forward, pushing back. Forward and back. Forward and back. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. Couple more this way. And we're going to switch. So we switch legs and push and push. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Couple more. I lied. Couple more after that. Last one. Good. So for this part, I like to keep my hands in front of my chest. And I'm going to twist to one side, come back halfway, and twist back to that side. So I call it like a twist and bounce. So it's like I'm twisting and I bounce. Halfway and return. Halfway and return. Halfway and return. Bounce side to side. So we're getting all this to move, that lower back to stretch and everything. Oof, my ankles are popping. It's good for you. The wind's whistling and blowing out. It's a good time to move. Get things to move. I like this one. Good. So this next one, we're just going to kind of hug it out. So we're going to open and clap your shoulders. So when we come back, stretch. So get this to stretch. So it's not just kind of like you're a bird that's been hit in the head. No, pull back and bring it in. When you bring it in, stretch forward too, because you can squeeze in, and a lot of that squeezing and coming across helps the pectoral muscles. And then when we come out around, you're opening up those muscles around the spine. So close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Good. Couple more. I really like to get these shoulders nice and open. These shoulders nice and open. A lot of tension gets stored in the deltoids. That's this top muscle here, or anterior, median, posterior deltoid. A lot of tension gets stuck in there, and as it comes in with the pectoral muscles as well in through here. So he's got to open that out, especially for guys in the West who are taught to walk around like this. It is no good. It's not healthy. So relax that, get it to open. Good. So from here too, open the hands, link the fingers in. You can see that. I'm going to basically almost like make figure eights with my hands and wrists, but it's rotating them. So I'm like making figure eights. You can kind of get the Vanderlei Silva thing in there, get all in with it. Get in. I always call this the Vanderleis because that's where I first saw it from. I've seen Shaolin guys do this too, but I first got it from Vanderlei Silva. And reverse. So rotating the wrists, making figure eights with that. Good. Good, good, good. So, chin to the chest. I'm just going to call this out here. I'm going to roll so that my chin to the chest opens up the space in some of that cervical vertebrae. Cervical vertebrae, stuff in the neck. So I come down, chin to the chest, roll, my left ear to the left shoulder. So I'm not dipping, I'm down and roll. So I bring my chin to the chest again and roll to the other side. And down and over, down and over, down and over, down and over. One more each side. Down and down and over. Good. Bring the chin back to the chest and stack the neck. Good. So that's the first one. Just a relatively short. Usually my sort of stretching and dynamic routines when I teach a little bit longer. And that's just a sort of part one sort of thing to work with that. Again, get the body moving a little bit, get stuff to kind of flow with it as well. So I'll do probably another one with this. And here, away you go. Enjoy.